So after 365 days of being on YouTube, I failed. And I didn't fail because I didn't try, but I failed because I didn't understand what success would look like. And so today I want to talk to you about what went wrong, what I learned, and what I'll be changing. I studied thumbnails, titles, as well as analytics. And I even told myself that if I just stayed consistent for a year, something would click, the audience would come, the subscribers would come, and it didn't come. And when I say that I failed, that doesn't mean that I quit YouTube. That just means that I didn't get the results that I was expecting to get. I thought after doing this for 365 days, posting consistently, that I would have more than 194 subscribers and averaging 30 views per video. I was posting consistently, I was putting effort into editing, I was putting effort into thumbnails and titles and trying to make my videos the best they possibly could be. And with all that, I only averaged 30 views with 194 subscribers. And I thought my videos would travel a little further after posting consistently for so long. But through this process, in the beginning stages of that year, it was more about learning how to make a video because I had zero experience. All I knew was I wanted to make a video and I'm gonna start YouTube. That's all the foundation that I had. And so much learning had to go into what making a YouTube video consisted of. And then you have to decide how much of your filming do you keep. And I think that was, the initial stages was extremely difficult because I was recording so much and I didn't have any clue how much to keep for a video. When I first had this wonderful idea to start YouTube, I just thought everything you recorded, you kept. And that's not the case. And with that, your retention lowers significantly. And so even after that is the editing process. I had no idea how to edit a video. I had no idea about platforms or anything like that. So when I first started, I was using the CapCut free version and I was editing on my phone, and I feel like when you're editing long form on your phone, it's actually really hard to organize clips and add effects and things. And I was trying to figure it out on the phone, and I feel like I didn't have enough space to maneuver all the clips. In addition to working on my phone ran out of memory. And it's not that I didn't have a lot of storage on my phone, but as you start to make videos, you have to keep all the clips, then you make the video, save it to your phone. And after you do this a few times, your phone is out of space. So that was a learning process. So in the middle of editing, when you get that notification of can't save, no storage, it's a bit of a heart wrench. And I also felt like because I was using the CapCut free version, that I wanted a little bit more features. So then that led me to Adobe Premiere. So in Adobe Premiere, everyone said that was the universal standard editing platform, and that's a great start. But when you're someone who has no idea how to edit, it's overwhelming. I'm telling you now, it's overwhelming. You really take CapCut for granted because you press a button and then something appears, versus in Adobe Premiere, you are the button, you create the effect. And when you're a newbie, you're just hoping to click the button and things happen. And I struggled so bad with Adobe Premiere. And I even remember staying up all night so frustrated. I couldn't edit it the way that I wanted to. I always had this certain vision in my mind of what I want the video to look like, but didn't really have the tools to even get the video there. So the video that I finally got out, in the beginning, it's me doing a food review, and the words are like waving on the top of my head, and I couldn't figure out how to get it any better, but that was just the best I could do at the time. That's all I could do. And so got frustrated with that, and I said, I can't figure out Adobe Premiere. So then everybody's like, you need to go and try DaVinci Resolve. So I go to DaVinci Resolve. So it's similar to Adobe Premiere, as in you have to do a lot of the things yourself, but it's a different platform, so you have to learn this new platform. So I said, okay, DaVinci Resolve is gonna be it. So I'm in DaVinci Resolve, and when I say I'm able to do things, very basic. I was able to import a clip. I was able to cut the clip up, things like that. So I was like, okay, maybe this is the platform for me. And eventually it was the platform for me. But that didn't mean that I walked in day one being a pro editor. That just meant that I was able to do the basics, and I was happy with that. And so I said, from here on out, this is gonna be my platform, and I've stuck with DaVinci Resolve from here on out. So that was a learning curve. Then the uploading. Like I said, even though I was in DaVinci Resolve, storage became an issue on my computer, and which meant that I had to get hard drives and things so that way it wasn't just sitting on my computer and sucking up all the storage on my computer. So get a hard drive, figure that out, and move all the videos and raw clips to the hard drive. So now I'm able to film, I'm able to edit, not great, but I can edit, and then I can actually upload videos. So now I got the basics, nothing fancy, you know, just nothing fancy. But as I started going through this process, I felt like because I was putting in so much time on the videos, that time and effort would equal views and subscribers, and that's not the case. And I think here's where I went wrong, is that I needed to be focusing more on what viewers want to see, also staying authentic with myself and what I actually want to post, but also I had to make thumbnails and titles and the videos interesting to keep you. And I would definitely say that throughout this whole year that I was so focused on those basics, just filming, editing, and uploading, that I didn't really consider enough the viewer. And so that is definitely one mistake that I made. In addition to that, I felt like when you all saw that Tyra uploaded a video, it could be food or it could be lifestyle. And after further research, that's not the best thing to do, because from what I've read, is that YouTube doesn't know if they should funnel my videos towards food or towards lifestyle. And I said, okay. And so I guess that's mistake number 2, because, you know, once I really started focusing on successful channels on YouTube, those channels do, let's say it's a food video, they're strictly food. If it's food on a scooter, every video is food on a scooter. If it's trying restaurants, every video is food in a restaurant. Even if you change away from food, if it's somebody who talks about cameras, every video is about cameras. If it's about DaVinci, every video is about DaVinci Resolve. And I was kind of like, that does make sense, because if you know, hey, do you watch Joe on YouTube? And you say, yeah, Joe does the DaVinci Resolve videos. It's kind of like, there's that connection there, and you have something to associate it with. And I feel like right now, my channel doesn't have that. So that's honestly something that I'm working towards, because honestly, I was just making videos for myself. And I think that's great, but it's hard to also build an audience when you are building videos just for yourself. Another thing that I probably could have done better is that when I first started YouTube, I thought my YouTube channel was going to be about me going to school. And I have posted so few videos about me being in school, because honestly, I don't really want it to be about me going to school. I think if it has certain pieces of that, that's fine. But I really enjoy filming, and I enjoy filming my life outside of school. And I think that part is so fun. That's when I feel like I can have the most fun, and then just being able to film it and then upload it and watch it back, I love it. Like, I genuinely love it. One of my last favorite videos that I did was the Christmas games video that I posted. And I really enjoyed that video because not only did I enjoy that moment, but going back to edit it was hilarious to me. And then just knowing that video is up there is so funny. But it's only funny to me because I have that personal connection to the video. And as a viewer, like, you all don't know who I am, who these people are, or what's going on. So why should you be invested? And now that I'm kind of like watching my videos from a different angle, I completely understand that. And that's something that I kind of want to change a little bit. Even with all of these mistakes that I know now, I could understand why I didn't have linear growth. In the moment, it felt like I was working towards a dead end, and sometimes I don't think that's what it was. I think it was just that I may have been putting in a lot of effort, but I wasn't putting in enough effort and time into the videos for the viewers. I was doing it more for myself, and that's definitely something that I want to work towards in this new year. So over this year, was it hard for me to just post and not see the results that I wanted? Yes. But I would also say that I'm really grateful for this year, and I think it was a very humbling experience, and I feel like I learned so much by not having a successful year. And I feel like if I would have had success early on, that I wouldn't know all these lessons that I know now. And that's not to say that I don't want to grow and I want to do another year like this again, because I promise you I don't. But without this year, I wouldn't have this knowledge that I have now. And now I'm very grateful for that, because like I said, YouTube rewards clarity, not quantity. And that's something that I didn't know until now. And now that I have the information, now I have to build off of it. And those views and those subscribers aren't a reflection of me personally. It's just a reflection of the story that I'm telling. And I need to do a better job telling a better story. And so that's how I interpret that. I'm very hopeful that in the future, my videos will tell a better story. What's changing? That's the question now. And so my future uploads will be much more intentional. When it comes down to thumbnails, titles, and the videos, be more intentional. So each video will answer one question, tell one story, or solve one problem. That is my focus for each video. Am I going to pick a specific niche and just stick to one thing? Probably not, because I don't feel like that's genuine to me, because I like doing random things and I like showing random events. I don't want to be known just for food or just for lifestyle. I like all of those things. And you know, if one day I decide to ride jet skis or something, I want to show you all that. And I don't want just to be in a box. I just want to post freely, and I want hopefully y'all to enjoy the content and just know that it's genuine, honest content. And with all that, just know that I didn't fail because I wasn't capable. I failed because I was still learning. And this is gonna be a long process. And with this process, there are gonna be bumps, and this is a bump. And I'm sure there will be more bumps in the future, and I have to just take them as they come. But I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to even post and learn from my mistakes and create better, because this is something that I love to do and I want to continue to get better. And you know, when I remind myself that those videos that I'm watching, those people who have done it for years, that have hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers, it's like they've really mastered it. And so I have to just lock in and master it and design it to how it should look for me. And if this year taught me anything, it's not that failure is the end. It just means that it's the feedback. And I'm gonna take this feedback, I'm gonna continue to get better, I'm gonna make better videos, better thumbnails, better titles. And I really hope that y'all see the effort that I'm gonna put in, and we're just gonna be better, because all we can do is grow from here. Every day we have an opportunity to get better, and that's what we're gonna do. Anybody who has ever liked, comment, subscribed, or anything on my channel, I thank y'all so much. And this year won't be louder, it'll be smarter. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.